have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Oregon State Beavers and the UTEP Miners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Miners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Beavers offense will be first on the attack. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Murphy. Got it in the middle, it's Nolan. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, when they were scripting this opening drive this week in practice, I don't know if they expected it to be this good. First play, 1st down. Second play, 1st down. Third play, 1st down. Everything is working. I'll tell you, when you got a quarterback, though, with this kind of ability, you got the playmakers around him like they do on offense, maybe it's not so surprising.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short.
Makes the grab in their space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in timing.
He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly. Really nice rhythm, really nice flow, and they cap it off with a touchdown pass.
The Miners offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Tough day in that last loss, threw a couple of interceptions and did not throw a touchdown pass. And off to Jones. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Back open in the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gonna let it fly. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the right. Right on the money. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UTEP. The extra point here would tie the game.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's Nolan. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Now on first down from the 30. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Oh, they're after him. Picked off. What a play to
Well, that was a button mash mistake.
And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Miners. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it. Can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game when you go back and you look like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Gives it on the option.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Butler. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end.
Oh, my.
He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Colson. He's got the back in the middle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be 4th down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The Miners will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
Man, just when you think you've seen every move, he's got another one, and he's out to the 40. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Newberry. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. Could be an alley. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it. It's Jones. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. And the Miners want to move quickly. Grabbed behind the line. It's Smith. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Colson. Fires to the tight end. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And the Miners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Number 91 on the field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Back to pass on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He's got his man across the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Beavers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. With the catch, it's Butler.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you. You just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Finds us back in the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Touchdown, Oregon State. Great job by the back on the option. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off-play action on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. To throw, it's Colson. Snagged out of the air. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Miners moving quickly to the line. Motion from the back. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Takes the easy one to the back. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Motion from the wideout. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Scanning the field, it's Colson. Fires to the right. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Miners, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Pulls it on the option. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Beavers using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hatcher. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Dropping back, it's Murphy. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to take a shot at this DB. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short. They're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
The Beavers looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. It's good, easy call for the refs. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the third. And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. As always, Holly keeping an eye on the injuries. What's the latest?
I checked in with Coach Walden at halftime. Their running back has been terrific, playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Push down for the tackle. And the Miners are in the hurry-up. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
To the air, it's Colson. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And the Miners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Made a defender miss. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Beavers! And that one will put them up here in the second half. The whole thought process is just get the ball back, and what will we do on offense? And the special teams takes care of that.
What a great job by the special teams unit, making a big-time play. Listen, the offense was going to get the ball, Reese. Yeah, I get you, but they got this taken care of. Take the punt return, make a few guys miss, take it all the way to the house. Really good execution on that punt return.
The UTEP offense headed out to the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And off to Jones. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Miners want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Colson. Looking long. Snatches it on the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third.
Ice water in this quarterback's veins, man. Third play of the drive. It's 3rd and 10. You know the defense is expecting pass, but this quarterback, laser focus. He found the matchup. Great job reading coverage, and that was an absolute dime deep down the field.
And the Miners are marching down the field.
Really nice timing, and that's a very accurate throw by the quarterback. There was not a big window. He's throwing the in-breaking route. It's
throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He can't make the catch, had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Running inside, it's Hatcher. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Got a man, it's Hampton. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
With the catch, it's Hampton. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. To the ground to try to move the chains. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that 1st down.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Finds his big tight end. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's fourth down. They converted fourth down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Throwing on the run. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Yes.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Why?
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Off the play fake on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. One final play before the end of the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. As we head to the fourth quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking for a man. It's Colson. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Had to get rid of it quickly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on second and short. But the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter. And 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On third down, he drops to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And he got it! And they've made it a one-possession game here in the fourth quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. on inside. It's Hatcher. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. The short hands, it's Butler. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Might have a chance. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Caught close to the marker, it's Newberry. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
Hard running there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Zings it complete to the right. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Headed to the end zone, and he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push.
And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon State. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Miners come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. The option look. Keeps it on the option. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Wants to throw, it's Murphy. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Before they snap it on 4th down, we have a timeout call. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking deep. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got the tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Colson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Just keep slinging it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Dances away. He's going to run it. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion.
You know, with that scramble play, you got to give it to him. He's trying everything he can do just to get this home crowd back into this game and get them loud again. He's trying to...
Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Okay, come on.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Defense has to stay out of that neutral zone. It's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Looking for a man. It's Colson. Pressure coming. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the 1st down. It'll bring up 4th down. DB's right up on the receivers. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
I like it. Take the shot, throw it to the end zone, try to make a play, give your receiver a chance to make it. You know, you got to make plays. You're trailing late in the 4th quarter, and you need touchdowns. Like, you got to come up with something big, and this offense just wasn't able to do it. Now, defense is going to have to go pull out some miracles, maybe an onside kick. Something great's going to have to happen to get back in this ball game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Escapes trouble. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. On the move at the 30. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two